What are the first things that come to mind when you think of the word baby? I'll give you 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna guess what words you probably thought of. You probably thought cute, adorable, little ooey gooey wubby bubbins. Well, guess what? You're wrong. Babies are leeches of our society. They do nothing except eat food, sleep, charge their phone, and eat hot chip and lie. That's all they ever do and ever will do. I'm gonna prove it for every single one of you guys. Every single one of you guys out there who don't believe me, you're about to be proved wrong with facts. I'm gonna show you, all of you audience members out there, why babies are fake. They're not real and they're fake. After the 2.5 days of my research, I found out that all of this baby stuff happening is just from one person. Someone worse than Hitler, someone worse than Stalin, someone worse than something relatable, something worse than something really relatable and funny. Before I tell you all this groundbreaking information that only I possess, put yourself into the position of a loving couple. You've been dating for 2 or 3 years now. You know, you've been partying, you've been at bars, going to concerts, having the absolute time of your life. I just spit. Having the absolute time of your life, just having so much fun. Just you two. It's you two against the world. Nothing's gonna stop you until something does stop you, because there's a baby at your doorstep. What do? Oh, well, I mean, you don't want the baby to die because, like, it's so cute. You don't want to just ignore a cute thing at your doorstep even though you're having the time of your life. You and your boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever friend take the baby in to your house and just love it and nurture it and really make it your own. And how does it repay you? How does the baby repay you? That's right. It just cries and cries and cries. 1 a.m. crying. 2 a.m. crying. 3 a.m. what are they doing? Oh, yeah, they're crying because they don't know how to stop crying. That's all they do. You've had enough of this. You and your girlfriend, boyfriend, or whatever friend are sick and tired of what has been happening with this baby. So you decide to toss the baby out. You decide to throw it to the other side of the earth and never think about it again. Well, guess what? Society doesn't like that. Society's never even had a baby before, so they don't know what it's like. What society thinks is, oh no, they're a murderer. Oh no, child abuse, what? Oh, we should put them to jail. That's wrong. Society is stupid, and we have to stop this. We live in a society. Summary of story. You and your partner, you have been spending like 2 or 3 years just having fun, and then, oh, baby comes. What do? I don't know. Let's take it in. Let's make it our own. Oh, no, baby cries. Baby just takes all our food and never repays us and just keeps crying. Oh, maybe we should just throw it out and forget about it because we made a bad idea and take it in the first place. Oh, well, society doesn't like that, so they put you in jail because of child abuse. What? What even is that? Let's get into the actual meat of the video. We're going deep. We're diving straight down. We're going like, woo. All the way to the bottom, all the way to the absolute core of the icky, sticky, ooey gooey truth. I'm gonna tell you who's behind making these babies. If you went back to my channel like a year ago or something, you'd see I already made a video about who's making the babies on some Boss Baby conspiracy theory, but I was wrong. I said that Jimmy Kimmel made it, but I was so far from the truth. That was just scratching the surface on how deep these lies and corruption go in our society. Oh my gosh, just tell us who it is already, please. We need to know. Stop beating around the bush and just tell us who's in charge of making all these babies. We've been watching this video for like 3 minutes now and we still haven't gotten any answers. And quite frankly, I'm about to click off and go watch some James Charles. So tell me right now or I'm gonna leave. Okay, I'll tell you. I'll tell all of you. It's a dad. Not any dad. America's dad. That's right, it's Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby's been making these babies for profit and gain for millions of years. You might be wondering how it's possible to be making money off of creating an army of just some dumb, babbling, stupid, idiot babies. But I'm gonna explain that right now in a little in a segment we like to call Economic Session. Alright, I'll tell you how Bill Cosby's making all this money in the form of a song. Okay. Bill Cosby owns Gerber. For the past 10 years, most of the babies that you find on your doorstep are made by Bill Cosby. 17 years ago, the Gerber stock price was taking a really big dive because people just stopped having babies. And Bill Cosby and his PR team, they were trying their best to, get people to just start having kids again. But all of their ads and stuff never worked. They put on billboards, they put it on commercials. The commercials were probably like, did you know that 80% of the world's population hasn't had a baby? If people stop having babies, we're gonna go extinct. So please, do yourself a favor and get a baby. And also, buy some of our Gerber products while you're at it. Wait a second. Whoa. You're still not having a baby? You're still not having a baby after what I just said? Nothing was really working for Bill and the gang. They were really on their last leg. They had nothing else to go to. And it was like that for maybe 2 more years. So Bill Cosby had to resort to rape. If he could make enough of his own babies, then maybe that would be enough to make the Gerber stock go up. It didn't. It didn't. 2 years later, Bill Cosby went to visit one of his friends who was a security guard in a prison. And he went to see how lunch went. And Bill Cosby noticed when he looked in everyone's oatmeal, he saw these tiny little fetuses crawling out of the oatmeal. Bill asked his prison guard friend, so why are there fetuses coming out of oatmeal? And the prison guard was like, oh, well, I mean, I don't know, it's just always like that. We just don't know what to do with them. Just fetuses coming out of our oatmeal. I don't know. I don't really know what to do with them. There's like a lot of fetuses. It's kind of weird. Bill got a spark in his mind at that moment. He was like, wait a second. If there are babies coming out of the oatmeal, we can use that to make our stock market prices go up. Oh my gosh, I gotta take this I gotta show this to the board of directors and people. And then he took the oatmeal, the big jar of oatmeal, and ran out and took it to Gerber CEO headquarters. And he asked all of his top doctors, how can we optimize this fetus producing oatmeal? And the doctors were like, what? Fetus producing oatmeal, I don't know what you mean. And then Bill was like, look here, the fetus is coming out of oatmeal. And it was like, fetuses all over the oatmeal, they're all just crawling out. And then the doctor's like, oh my gosh, there's babies coming out of the oatmeal. The scientists got straight to work. They had many different concepts on how to harness the power of this baby producing oatmeal. Some were like some duct tape and then you like pull it out and babies come out. That didn't really work. There were many different ideas for inventions on how to harness the baby producing power of this oatmeal. But the one that worked the best was the blender baby thingy. It mixed around the baby producing juicy that was in the vat of oatmeal. And it really made the babies just come out. It made them come out way more. What we're gonna use to talk about the baby producing power will be described as BPH, babies produced an hour. So the BPH of regular oatmeal, it was like 15 BPH, not that much. But with the help of the blender, it raised that baby up to 267 BPH. They were the big dogs in the industry. If you wanted to get some baby products, you went to Gerber. Everybody used Gerber. The BPH was pumping. It seemed like nothing could touch them. They were just on top of the world until the BPH of the oatmeal started to slow down. The babies just weren't coming out like they used to. They couldn't keep this high stock market value because there wasn't enough more babies. The babies started growing up and there wasn't enough to give to them. So Bill Cosby had to sacrifice. He thought, well, if I went back to prison and I stayed in there, then I could just keep distributing the oatmeal back to Gerber headquarters and we could keep making more babies. So that's what Bill Cosby did. He voluntarily went to prison, and maybe there were like some rape charges and stuff, but he voluntarily went to prison, and he's just been doing that ever since. He's been supplying Gerber with all this new baby producing oatmeal. I don't support it. It's really despicable, and just maybe like ban Gerber, I guess. Ban them. That's about the end of the video. One thing I have to say, we all just need to boycott Gerber for all of their shady business practices that they've been doing. Producing babies just for profit and leaving them at people's doorsteps, that's just not something that I can get behind, and I don't think you guys should get behind it either. So let's do that. Let's start the hashtag Frick Gerber. Just put that in your thingy. Just tweet Frick Gerber, and eventually Gerber will go out of business. It's a proven fact. If you tweet Frick Gerber enough, it will make them go out of business. But yeah, that's about it. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's called Jared Lol now. It used to be That Smiling Boy. It kind of sucked. But now it's Jared Lol. Good name, right? I think it's a good name. Subscribe maybe. Yeah. Oh, and watch my other video. I like that one. That one was good. Yeah, that's about it. Oh, and like it. Like it maybe. That's about it. I don't know. Thanks for watching. Bye.